Hey guys, it's Chase here on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and today, as you can see, I have yet another Christmas inflatable for you guys, and it is another Peanuts inflatable. And expect more of those in the future. I love the Peanuts designs, and I intend to get a lot more of them. So, if you are tired of the Snoopy inflatables, then I apologize, but there's definitely going to be a few more in the future. But anyways, this is an inflatable that I got off of eBay a couple days ago. And I say a couple days ago, when this video uploads, it'll probably be like a month from now, because I don't think we're going to start the Christmas reviews until like probably late October, early November. So I got this a couple days ago, which would have been like October 1st. And I am in such a Christmas mood right now because, yeah, it's October, but it is getting super cold outside right now. The stores already have all their Christmas stuff up. It's 50 degrees out right now. I'm in a sweatshirt. It's chilly. As you can see outside right now, it just looks like more like a winter aspect. Like you can even see like the trees are kind of becoming gray. So and the leaves are falling as well. So I'm definitely getting into a Christmas mood. And the only reason I'm not like panning up right here is because the seller did not double box on this. So the label is just chilling right up there, and I don't want to expose my address. So anyways, I got this off of eBay for about $200, which I'm not a fan of the price that I paid, but at the same time, there wasn't really a cheaper one. I mean, there was a cheaper one on eBay, but it wasn't in very good shape, and plus this one was quote-unquote brand new. In the title, it said brand new, even in the description. However, when I got it, it was not brand new. It had been used for like a season, you could tell, because, yeah, the fabric was very good on it, and it's not really faded or anything, but there was a couple dirt marks on it, and it was missing the original stake pack in the inflatable itself. So I contacted the seller, calling them out, like, what is this? He said it was brand new. Like, oh, well, you can return it, but I never used it. I was like, yeah, no, you definitely used it. Inflatables don't just come with dirt marks. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this open. Spoiler alert, I did already open this up. Like I said, it had dirt marks on it, and I was supposed to do a unboxing of this, me cutting the tape and everything, but again, it wasn't brand new, so decided not to. But it does have its original bag and everything, and it did come with stakes and tethers. I just don't have them in the box right now because they were kind of loose. But I can feel that the fabric is very good on this, especially on the red. On the tree, it felt a little bit questionable. I know it's not bad, but it's like on the tree is kind of like just a little bit on the softer side. And I know for the wreath and the present that Snoopy is holding, it's a very much lighter green, so I'm hoping that's not fading and that's just the color that they decided to use, because it would be pretty odd if it was faded, given that the tree is a very dark green. So it'd be kind of weird that only a couple colors would have faded on it and not others. Let's go ahead and get this out. I really should have these things just already out prepped for the video, but sometimes I do like to unbox them, and I don't know. Okay, that side is not the side with the label, so we can have that up. So as you can see, it has a foldable base fan, and I don't like that because, oops, sorry guys, my camera ran out of storage there. I'm only using like a 16 gigabyte micro SD, so that's probably why. Anyways, as I was saying, it has a foldable base, which, as you can see, but I'm not the biggest fan of that, just because any inflatable with a foldable base typically doesn't have the strongest fan. There are a couple items that have a foldable base that has a very strong fan, but any of the ones from like 2010, 11, 12 just don't typically have the most powerful fan. I mean, it obviously depends on the item, but this was not given a very good fan. And yeah, as you can see, like over here, this is what I was talking about. There's like a little bit of yellowing. You can't really see it on camera, but there's like slight yellowing in some spots, so that really upsets me, because again, I paid for this to be brand new in the box, and it ended up not being, but it still isn't in a lot better shape than the other one on eBay was. So I'm not completely disappointed, but I still, I'm still not too happy, since I was expecting it to be brand new. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this inflated, and I will warn you guys, it is a pretty small inflatable. So let's go ahead and unplug it in. Yeah, just from the fan, you can just kind of hear how weak it is. And this is actually the first time I'm seeing it when it's kind of lighter out right now. I saw it in broad daylight a couple days ago when I inflated it, but I did not see it at night yet, so there could be like worn spots and stuff that I'm not seeing, because again, this is not brand new. But I don't think there's any worn spots because it inflated pretty good when I had it first inflated. And Charlie Brown's gonna get up on his own, which I was gonna try to. The light bulb's caught on him. Hold on. There we go. Alrighty guys, so here it is fully inflated. There is definitely a light bulb burnt out in the tree, or maybe it's like tangled up or something, because I would not just expect there to be like a single light down there. I was hoping that there'd be like a bunch up here, which there should be, but I think I felt around when I first inflated this and I did not feel one, because even though it was in the daylight, I could still kind of see where the light strand was, and it wasn't like all the way up there, so I do need to fix that, if there even is supposed to be a light up there, which I would assume there is. But as you can see, this is a very small inflatable, and actually I want to pull it more over here. I was expecting it to be a lot bigger. I mean, yeah, it is 6 foot like it claims, but this is just a very small Peanuts inflatable, because I always like when they make the characters bigger on these things. But even though it's smaller, it still is a very nice design. Snoopy would not have trouble standing at all, and I think there is supposed to be a light in him too. No, there's not. If there's a light strand in him, I'll tie it up and try to get a light in him. But Snoopy's not going to have trouble standing at all. It's Charlie Brown that I'm a little bit worried about because of how thin of a character he is. So, you know, if I pull him down, he'll go back up. But he does kind of lean back because of the way he's stitched. You can see he's not like being compressed or anything. That's just the way he's stitched, which I don't like that. Because if you push him up like this, then he starts crunching in the front. But I could probably sew him like down like that, and then he'd try and stand up. But you know, it kind of is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. Now, there aren't too many places to tether this down. However, this is one of the inflatables that actually has tether points on the ground, which I appreciate. Not a lot of inflatables offer the tether points on the ground for whatever reason, but this one happens to have that. So yeah, there's not a tether point on Charlie Brown. There's not a tether point on Snoopy or the doghouse. There are two on the tree. But as far as the characters that stand, the tree's the only thing that's going to have it. And actually, you can see on mine, the star is basically perfect. It's straight. I know with some of these designs, the tree or the star is on backwards. I might be able to put a picture up. If I remember to, I'll edit a picture up to kind of show like how like cockeyed sometimes the star is on this design. So I got lucky with mine. You can see there's 3 different characters on this. There's Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and then there's Woodstock on here. And again, I really wish there was a light bulb in Snoopy, but, and I know I was saying I might be able to tie one up, but I think even if I do, he's not going to want to stand, because Snoopy is another one of those thin characters. So if you put a light bulb on him, he's just going to kind of like lean down like that, which is unfortunate. And I think I did see, like, yeah, so there is a red mark on there, which would indicate that this was brand new at one point. This was kept in the box for a little bit, but then it was used. Because again, I'll show the dirt mark on this. Like, this doesn't happen in the box. It was somewhere over here. I think it was like underneath it or something. Oh yeah, right here. Guys, that's dirt right there. So it's not brand new, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm feeling this. There's absolutely no other light strand in the tree, so I gotta fix that, because I'm not gonna have the tree just like letting up at the bottom. That won't look good. The characters themselves, Charlie Brown and Snoopy, are back the same height. I think Snoopy's a little bit taller when he's on his doghouse. But I will say, they're small, but they do stand decently tall for how small they are. I would say they're roughly around like 2.5 feet tall each. And the tree itself is, again, 6 foot tall. And I would love to add a light up in the star right there. That would be super cool. But I don't know that it would stand if I did that. I know the fan itself is right underneath the tree, so it's getting the best airflow. But yeah, that's not going to stand if I have a light bulb in there, because it's, again, very thin. But overall, inflation-wise, it does not inflate too well because of the crappy fan it has. I mean, on the doghouse, it's going to inflate the best since it's more of like a circular type not really circular, but it has the most definition. But I'm not seeing any worn spots or anything, so I'm very happy about that. The fabric seems to be in overall good condition, and so no complaints there. The tether points are a little bit cockeyed on mine, because this one's all the way in, almost in the back, and then this one's more towards the front, but that's not a big deal. And then I think if Charlie Brown is giving me that big of an issue during the season, I can probably sew him up to the tree right there, but he would lean a little bit, which wouldn't look good, so I'm still trying to figure out what I could do with Charlie Brown. I mean, he does have a scarf around his neck where I can attach a tether to it, so that could work. I don't know, I'll definitely figure something out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I know it's more of a shorter video, but there's not too much to say about this. If I do end up fixing the tree, I will put it in the description to let you guys know if there is actually a fix for that, because, again, I just don't... There's no way that Gemmy just put, like, one frickin' light in it, in the bottom. Like, there's no way. It's got to be burnt out or something, and... Yeah, there was no light included to fix it, unfortunately, but I have a bunch of C7s just lying around, so that shouldn't be a big issue. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Really hope you guys enjoyed. This is the Gemmy... probably 2010, 11, 12, whatever, inflatable Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and tree scene. This was sold at Sears back in the day. Really happy with it. And I'm not happy that it wasn't as described, but I still am happy that it ended up being in super, super good shape, despite a little bit of fading on the white and some dirt marks in the back. But yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys again next time. Just a quick update. I ended up fixing the light in the tree, and I know that replacing the light isn't fixing it. I literally had to fix it. The string. So there's two strings that are supposed to hold it up. If for those of you guys that like don't really have inflatables that don't know, there's two strings that hold up the light strand, and one of them was broken. It snapped off, so I've sewn that back. So now the light is, as you can see, in the middle. If it wasn't for the two light strands and it was just like sewn on one end, then the light would just be like literally pressed up against this side, because it's not being like pulled on both sides in the middle. So I fixed that. I didn't know where it pulled off, so I just sewed it. I just sewed it like where I think it would, you know, work, and it did. And then the light bulb was burnt out, and I tossed the light bulb out stupidly, and I'm sure you guys could guess what happened next. So, not too good. But this was the culprit. As you can see, the wire that's supposed to connect all the, all those beams together, it's broken. So, yeah. And I probably just got a bunch of glass on my hands. But yeah, that's basically it. Really hope you guys enjoyed. I just wanted to give a little bit of an update instead of just putting it in the description that I fixed it. I'm really happy with this inflatable. Other than the fact it's not like it's not as described, I still like it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys again next time.